Hey, welcome back. So let's talk about pain. What is pain? The pain, the reason you came here for this course, is always there. Sometimes it's harder to bear, sometimes less, sometimes more, but it's always under the surface. Let's use an example from the physical life to understand what is a physical pain. And from that pain in the physical world, we will explain the meaning of the pain in the inner world. When you hurt yourself, let's say you fell and broke a bone, there's an immediate pain. Can you imagine what would happen to you if you hurt yourself and didn't feel pain? You might die without even knowing you're injured. The pain of a heart attack, for example, is the first immediate symptom to tell you that you need immediate medical attention. In nature, the pain is a mechanism designed to save the organism, to alert you that something is terribly wrong. And as a thumb rule, the bigger the pain, the bigger the problem. The location of the pain tells you where the problem is. I'm sure you heard so many stories about people around you, people that you know, that felt pain, went to seek medical treatment, and the doctors just couldn't find anything. They could not find the source of the pain, and they sent them home with some painkillers, only to find out later that something was seriously wrong with that person. And by the time they found out the real reason for the pain, sometimes, unfortunately, it becomes too late. So for example, when you fall and you hurt your back, the pain is absolutely paralyzing. Any small movement is accompanied with very sharp pain. That mechanism is there to make sure that you don't make any sudden movements because the nerves are exposed and these movements can paralyze you. So the pain is there to make sure you let your body begin the healing process in that area, and that process takes time. When you take a painkiller, you cheat your body to think that all is well. When you do that, you're taking a risk to increase the damage to the injured area. Let's take another example. Imagine that you break a bone and take a painkiller to a point where you completely don't feel the pain anymore of the broken bone. And then you just continue to function as nothing happened, right? You don't feel pain. You are likely to make your injury much worse and to make the fracture even worse. If you listen to some of my videos, you most likely learned already that your inner spiritual and emotional world has structure systems very similar to our physical world. And so from what we know about the physical world, because we can grasp it with our senses, we can project it to the inner world. So if we feel pain in our heart due to a problem or a challenge or a situation, even if we don't know the source of that pain, we need to know something important. That pain is there to save us, to protect us from something, to tell us we need to change something, that we're not in the right path, that we need a break. That pain is hard to bear, but it's absolutely necessary for our mental and emotional survival. The problem is that most of us don't realize it. So what do? We take emotional painkillers to stop the pain. We drink alcohol. We consume substances, porn, gambling, compulsive eating, whatever we can put our hands on, any form of mental painkillers to just quiet down the pain. But that is just making the problem worse. We don't treat the reason for the pain, we just make it dull so we can bear it. And with time, guess what? The pain just grows stronger and stronger to alert us that our mental or emotional condition worsens. And what do we do then? Then we take even stronger emotional painkillers. We take stronger medicine, we drink more alcohol, we take more drugs, and then we further deteriorate our condition. So here I'm getting to the main message of this lecture. Pain is an absolute necessity to alert us that our physical and emotional systems are just not aligned, that they are not well. So next time you feel pain, Try to embrace the fact that this mechanism is there to protect you. Don't just take mental painkillers. Sit and ask yourself, why am I feeling this pain? That is the first step towards your transformation. So hang on with me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye for now.